Hey, all. Welcome to another episode of the Cruising with Cheryl and Eric show. Tonight we're talking about gifts for the cruise lover in your life. So if you or someone you know and love needs a present and they're cruise lovers, we got a long list of stuff for you.
How long?
A long list,
Oh,
like 30 or 40 items at least.
oh,
Okay,
that's a
so
lot.
that's a lot. First up, and these are in no particular order, they were just as we thought of them. A hanging cabin shoe organizer. So literally, a thing that you put your shoes in at home and hangs over the door. Grab one of those for them for their cruise stateroom. You can put all kinds of stuff in it.
Toiletries, body wash, if you don't have a small bottle,
Sunscreen,
sunscreen,
aloe
after
vera,
sun.
all of that stuff.
Yes.
All right, and I'm going to step out for a second, and Cheryl's going to continue.
So magnetic cabin hooks. They're super useful for hanging bags and your wet bathing suits and scuba masks if you bring them with you. Multiple uses.
Yeah.
We
We have two different weights. They come in 25-pound or 100-pound. Chloe agrees. The 100-pound ones are much better for your wet bathing suits, your wet towels, because the 25-pounders won't hold it.
Yeah.
But the 25-pound ones are smaller, and they'll hold things like sunglasses that are on a string,
like a
and
lanyard type of thing.
hats and lighter items.
Yes.
Next up,
Air tags.
air tags. You don't even know what they are, do you?
No.
Okay. So for you Apple aficionados out there, you probably already know what air tags are. But air tags are basically little discs that you connect to your iPhone, and you can track. A lot of people put them in their luggage so they can track exactly where their luggage is. That way, if the cruise ship loses their luggage or it's not where it's supposed to be, things like that, you can pull it up on your iPhone and say, okay, my suitcase is right here, and it usually helps the cruise line find your bag faster.
Cute towel clips. Use these for your beach chairs. Enough said.
Another version of the towel clip is a towel band. It's literally a big rubber band that you basically, once you lay your towel on the chair, you put the rubber band around it so that it stays in place. And there are, if you check Amazon, there are sets of clips and bands if you wanted to try that, because if you weren't sure which you like better or which one your cruise lover likes better, get them both.
A portable lock box. Let's see.
And they have these in, they look like purses. They look, they have different shapes, so they don't look like a safe, but, they keep your prized possessions secure while you're, in the water.
Non-surge protected power bar.
Yeah.
Cruise approved. You can, if you go on Amazon to look for these, just put those. Cruise approved.
Yeah. Yeah, to make sure it doesn't have a surge protector in it. That's all.
Yeah.
Hanging toiletry bags. We all know, for any of us who've been on a cruise, we all know how, let's say, tight the bathrooms are, especially for those of us that are, 6'3", 200 pounds.
Or 5'6".
Yeah, the bathrooms aren't huge, so get yourself a hanging toiletry bag. You can hang it in the bathroom so it's not taking up all the counter space. Related but separate.
Toiletry and travel organizer bags. Love them. I have
Enough said.
them. Yeah.
Your cruise card holder. There's actually a new thing out where it kind of looks like a
mini wallet.
Yeah, it's a mini wallet. You stick it right to your phone case, and most people, a lot of people use them as their wallet at home. Well, on a cruise ship, they're really good for putting your sail card, your room key in there.
Because it's usually everybody has their phone with them.
Right.
Poopery bathroom spray, but you can also get the small Lysol cans at your local stores, Walmart, Target, things like that.
Once again, bathrooms are small, staterooms are small. If you have...
The smell travels.
Yes. So getting this spray helps it not travel as far.
Unless you use a public bathroom, so you don't really have to worry about it, but there's that.
Battery-operated cabin alarm clocks. These are really good because, especially like if you're in an interior room, you have no idea if it's day or night. But also this way you set it to ship's time. and you leave it on ship's time. That way, it doesn't matter what time zone you're in, it stays at the right time.
Yes. A cabin nightlight. I tend to like the cabin very, very dark. Somebody likes to leave the bathroom light on just in case somebody has to get up in the middle of the night, not throwing people under the bus.
Except for me.
Except for the cruise lines. But yeah, that comes in
Night
handy
lights
so
help,
the light
right.
doesn't shine in the person who's sleeping on that side of the bed's face.
A small travel fan. For those of you that like to have air movement in your cabin at all times, small, easy to pack, but very useful.
Yep. Packing cubes, one of my favorite.
As we all know.
I love it. I separate my clothes, my dress clothes, my undergarments, bathing suits, stuff like that. Love them.
Crew thank you cards. This is not one that we have personally done, but I know a lot of people they do. They just bring half a dozen thank you cards that are blank inside, and they write nice little notes to the crew and put money in them, and leave it for their cabin steward or give it on the last night to the dining room attendant, things like that.
Or you can start something new by bringing a small cube of Post-it notes and just writing thank you and put it in the bathroom. Just let the people know that are working to clean the bathrooms.
Yep.
That they are appreciated, and it is very appreciated.
Cruise gift cards. So, you have that cruise lover, you don't know exactly what to get them. Get them $100, $200, $500,000 gift card for Royal Caribbean or Carnival, whatever their favorite cruise line is. That way they can use it for whatever they want. They can buy their drink package, an excursion, or 2 or 12, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Cruise lanyards. Another one we like having. We like to be the geeky ones with our lanyards on us.
Correct.
It's just easier when we're in the pool.
Yeah. I prefer having a lanyard. That way I don't have anything in my pockets. It's easier to take it out and hand it to them. Mm-hmm. The servers as they come around for the 40th drink of the hour. Well, no, that would be you.
But I don't finish them all, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Travel backpack carry-on. I'm all about bags. I love my bags.
Yeah, having a specific backpack just for the your carry-on items. That way you don't have to go digging in your suitcase. Motion sickness C-bands. This is a new one to me, but there's a brand of like wristband that you can get that has something in it that supposedly helps with motion sickness. I don't know much about this one myself, but it's definitely some people rave about them. Continuing with the motion sickness kind of trend.
Ginger candies, also peppermints work well for some people.
Yeah, I know some people the ginger not snaps, but ginger like suckers, like hard candy with ginger in them, actually helps calm the seasickness.
Snorkel mask gear. We met a couple on a couple of years ago who had snorkel masks, and they
like
were
the full
one-piece
face mask,
and we got them, and they are amazing. Yeah. So just if your cruise friends love to snorkel, that's a great idea. Another possibility is a folding travel mirror, and a lot of them have the little LED lights that go around the mirror. It makes it that much easier, especially if there's more than one woman in the room.
Trying to use it,
Yeah, so one can use the bathroom, one can use it at the desk.
Portable stainless steel straws. As we know, the cruise lines and most of the world are getting away from the single-use plastic straws. And a lot of the alternatives, let's just say they don't hold up under usage, So bringing your own stainless steel straws, you have all the benefits of not using plastic, but they stand up over time. Plus, you can clean them, and you make sure that you're using sanitary straws instead of dirty old straws.
I personally would like to thank my mother-in-law Martha for giving me the glass straws, and I like them a little bit better because I can see through them.
And dirt or gunk.
Oh God.
Next up, cruise luggage tags. So each cruise line their luggage tags come in different shapes and sizes. So if you look on Amazon and you're coming up on the cruise lover in your household is going to be doing a Royal Caribbean cruise soon, Google, or not Google, but go to Amazon and search for Royal Caribbean luggage tags, and you'll be able to buy a set of them. That way they can fold them up into the nice, neat little shape that Royal Caribbean wants you to fold them into, and they can insert it in the plastic container or plastic holder, and they don't get waterlogged. They don't get,
And they're
it's very
reusable.
helpful. Yeah.
Waterproof phone cases. Now,
On a lanyard. Yeah. Well, at
yes,
least that's what I
on a
think of.
lanyard. Yes, I get that. But you really have to be careful with this one because they don't always work.
Well, we had an experience. We bought them at a brand that was highly recommended, and we found that our phones did not
They didn't function.
well
Plus, they
inside the plastic, and
would
they
overheat.
overheated because So a lot of people swear by them. We did not have a good experience with the ones we had gotten. So
But we've seen a lot of people
Yeah,
using them.
a lot of people use them, right.
And they're happy with them. It might just depend on your phone.
right,
But you also have to take it out of the case that it's in. So just, before you buy buyer beware, I guess. A swimsuit cover-up. I love
Always
my
good to have.
covers up.
covers up,
Covers up.
covers up.
Covers up.
Okay.
Anywho,
Cruise binoculars, particularly Alaska. Alaska, a lot of the really cool stuff you're going to be seeing is going to be while you're on the ship, and they try and get you as close to those glaciers as they possibly can. But if you want to see the detail, if you want to see the wildlife, you're going to need a decent pair of binoculars.
I don't know what brand, but Alaska.
Oy vey.
Yeah. Oh, jewelry organizer travel bag. Women and ladies,
And men, don't be sexist.
kids of all
If
ages.
you bring jewelry with you,
Um,
get an organizer
yeah,
that can
they're-
fold up and you throw in your suitcase.
Some of them roll up. Some of them are little boxes. Yeah. Travel shoe bags is another one.
Not one that we've ever really used, but I think it's a really good idea because particularly like when you're packing to come home, you might have dirt and dust and mud and whatever on some of your shoes, and you don't want that getting all over your suitcase. So they have travel bags that you put your shoes in, and it keeps them separated from the rest of your clothing.
Or you can just buy big Ziploc baggies.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
Reef safe sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yes, most countries.
A lot of the Caribbean countries are requiring that. So.
Which, yes, you can,
With-
again, Amazon. You can also Google it, and they'll come up with the top 10 brands.
I don't like it. I mean, I understand the need for it, and we use it, but I don't. It feels greasy.
Oh, see,
you know?
I don't feel
I
that way.
don't like the reef safe.
It might also be dependent on your skin,
Well,
but I don't feel that
so in
way.
other words, you're
so-
saying I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the first time for everyone.
Aloe vera gel. Obviously you're going to need that if you get a little bit too much sun. Or just to have after any amount of sun. To
Just to cool
moisturize
your
that skin
because you
and
don't
cool
know about
down.
it the next day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheryl's favorite item.
Travel luggage scale. Don't go home without it. Don't go away without
Don't
it.
leave home without it.
Anything.
Or that. Yeah.
Just, you have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
If it comes in at 49 pounds, I'm golden.
If you're going to be flying, have one of these.
Yes.
A lot of times we drive to our cruises, so that it matters a little bit less because they're a little more forgiving in general on the cruise lines. A money belt with a passport holder. This one is pretty cool. I've seen money belts, but I had it until I started researching this. I never saw one with a passport holder. I think that's a great idea because that way all of your important stuff is secured on your body, and if you get the right one, nobody can even tell that you have it on.
Yeah. This is not brand specific.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah,
A
it's just
Kindle,
the most
iPad,
popular.
tablet type of thing.
Yeah, a reader, an e-reader.
Something you can just
Load a couple of books on before you leave.
watch TV on it, TV shows, whatever the case may be.
Well, you can't do that on most Kindles, but
Yes, you can. It's because
Next
it's
up.
Amazon.
water shoes.
My goodness.
Closed-toed water shoes. A lot of the excursions you go on, they require this. Sandals, flip-flops aren't good enough. They need something that has actually got some traction and that are closed-toed. So that's a good one to have.
Yeah. My fingers are kind of tingling on this one. A microfiber towel, beach towel. I don't like the fabric, just saying.
A lot of people like having them because they're much lighter weight than the heavy beach towels that you get from the cruise line. So they take up less space and they're a lot lighter. And, according to a lot of people, they do just as good, if not better, of a job of drying you off.
Family passport and document holders. If you want one person to be responsible, it's just the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Another one is a portable charger with cables.
Yeah, think of like a battery
pack.
So you take, like Cheryl and I have them, and we each have one, and it's got a USB-C as well as 2 USB-A charging ports on it, so you can charge multiple items from it. And we both have Samsung Galaxies, and we've charged them both simultaneously from 0 to 100, or maybe not 0, but 5% to 100.
I'm never at that close.
And it still had more than half the battery left. So if you get the right one, it'll give you lots of extra charge for your devices.
Yes. Another one of my favorite things is a waterproof dry bag. Put it on the floor of the boat. Don't even have to worry about it getting soaking wet because it'll dry off.
Cruise cabin door decoration sets.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Or a doorful.
So, as you all know, or anybody that's been on a cruise knows, most of the doors to your staterooms pretty much all look the same, and they're pretty much all in these really long hallways. So a lot of people have gotten into the habit of decorating their door with something different, something unique, so that at 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning when you're stumbling back to your room, it's easy to remember which room is yours and not try entering somebody else's room.
Unless you're on the other side of the ship.
Well, that we can't help, but
no. Plus, you could always freak somebody out and just decorate their door. And you don't know it. Cruise ducks. Still have mine from last year. Still super excited about it. Every time I think about it, put it somewhere, put a little note on it. And
hide it for somebody else to find.
Absolutely. Just make a game of it. We tend to like this next one. It's the reusable coffee mug. Again, we've said this in a video previously that the coffee cups are so small and we drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah. So instead of getting 3 or 4 little 8-ounce cups, we'll bring our 20-ounce mugs with us, and we'll be good for a while.
And I will rinse them out.
Yes. Cruise novelty shirts. So if you're going with a group of people, or even if it's just 2 of you, get shirts made up, or go to Amazon and buy. They've got a whole series of cruise novelty T-shirts on there. Get his and hers, or his and his, or hers and hers, whatever. But I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, and the conversation starters.
Yep.
Because we don't like to conversate.
No, obviously not. Selfie sticks and tripods. If you're going to be videoing or taking photos a lot, these are kind of must-haves. Go ahead. So if this one is specific to a cruise line. Princess medallion holders.
Sure, go ahead with that one.
I will. Well, you've never been on a Princess.
I am a princess.
That is true.
Yeah.
But on Princess cruise lines, you don't get a card. You don't get a room card. You get a medallion. It's about the size of a quarter, but it's thicker, and that's your room key, and that's pretty much everything. So you can buy medallion holders, whether it be a necklace or like a bracelet, so it looks like a watch, or there's 8 or 10 different kinds of holders. So if you or somebody you love is going on a Princess cruise, buy them a Princess medallion holder. This one I'm going to take as well.
Yeah.
There has been a book released on Amazon called Create Cute Cruise Towel Animals at Home, and it's a picture book with step-by-step instructions on how to recreate all the towel animals that we love so much from the cruise lines.
Yes.
Last but not least.
Wow, a cruise shower curtain.
So somebody loves the cruise, buy them a shower curtain with their favorite ship splashed all over the side of it. So every time they get in and out of the shower.
At home.
Yeah. This is for at home. This one's not for.
I was confused.
Yeah. No, this is for at home.
Okay.
So that way they can see their favorite cruise ship every time they get in and out of the shower.
Yes.
So, any other ones you can think of that we didn't cover?
No.
I think that's a pretty good list. It's like 45 items.
Yes.
So that's about it. Next up, check out the video below about how to pack for that cruise.
With your expert, Cheryl.
Yes. And your mediocreness, Eric.
Yes.
when it comes to packing.
Yes.